Okay. Hello, my name is Lukasz, and it is my debut on such a big screen. And I would like to talk a little bit about something that probably everyone knows. Maybe we don't want to talk about it, especially when the manager is somewhere around, but I will just risk. Okay. Once upon a time at Bugs, as we are in cinema, I decided to use a title of the cartoon. I believe some of you maybe know this cartoon. It presents some important topics in a simple way, so I will try to do the same. First of all, Bugs are trying to use different identities just to hide, just to avoid disclosure. So sometimes there are errors, sometimes the defects, crash, panics, exceptions, and probably you know some other words that describe the bug. But okay, we can just argue that error is not the same as exception or something. Some linguist developers are arguing about that. But on the other hand, there are people who say that bugs are features. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, so this is a bug, yeah. But it was just a joke. Okay, but we all know what we are talking about. So maybe even if you are not using Windows, you can meet them. You can meet them at the airport because they want to travel with you. You can meet them somewhere in the city because they think they are more attractive than the adverts that are presented on those screens. They are helping you in your work, yeah, especially when you need to make some very important document. They are there, and they try to help you. Obviously, they want to become famous, like the one, and they want to be in close touch with you, somewhere around all the time. There are just rare cases when they are attractive and quite fine. In most cases, especially in the division where I work, so mobile developers, what we can do is to implement some bugs into our applications just to annoy the user, causing them to change their meaning. Maybe not meaning, perception of our application, so they can start just to think of our application like a piece of crappy software. So if they use demo that has a lot of bugs implemented, they will just think, why should I use the software of this developer, yeah. So we are losing money that we could earn. If we release the application, the mobile application, we put free application into store where there are a lot of bugs, and there is also some premium version. User will think, oh, why should I pay? I'm okay with those bugs in the free version. I don't need premium bugs. Yeah, so this is another case when we are not doing well. But there are even worse cases when a lot of people are affected by the bug, or if we create some security breach, because bugs often are used, are a base for exploits, and even can be a disaster, yeah. Okay, but where those bugs? Yes, so this is the list of some famous bugs. I will not go through each of them, but on the list we can find some bugs that are connected with different areas of our life. So there are bugs which cause some wounds. Like the first one, it was the bug in software for in medical equipment. But there are also those that affect players. Some bugs in some military software which should be free of bugs, but sometimes it isn't. And some marketing bugs like Millennium bug. Maybe all of you remember the fever before 2000. Okay, where those bugs are from? Because as we can see, we don't like them usually. So who puts the bugs and what for? I thought that the aliens activity, but it is not true. Someone wanted me to think that this is the developers who do that. How many do I have to tell you? Computer programmers do not make mistakes. Sorry, my mistake for asking. Okay, but this is true. Unfortunately, I hope I am still safe to leave this stage, and that no one will try to change my mind. But developers are those who are making bugs. Yeah, because developers often work in hard conditions. They also work too much, and they are too tired. They work under pressure, and they are overwhelmed. They have too many things at the same time. And generally, some of them are just lazy and have a mess in the code. They don't put enough attention to the code, and those are places where bugs can live, where they start to live. So we create such an environment when the bugs can live, and this is, for example, complex code. If we create complex code, we introduce complex bugs. Simple code, simple bugs, complex code, complex bugs. Because people are not understanding the idea of some algorithm at the first sight, so they are not able to detect that there is something wrong there. Moreover, if something is too complicated, if someone wants to use it, he is not able just to use a piece of this code, not able to refactor that, to reuse it. So he just copies the code, and he takes also the bugs, duplicates the bugs. Some place where there are a lot of bugs is the legacy code. And I don't mean any third-party libraries. I rather mean the code that was written within, for example, within the company a few years ago, and it contains some complex code, a lot of duplication, and there is no one on the earth that would know what it does and what for. On the other side, the open community software created by communities is quite well maintained. So it is often, if not always, better idea to use that kind of software, that kind of libraries than those that are historically in the company. Sorry. If we introduce bugs in our code, they are taking control over our software. Yeah, they are organizing some bug troops according to the broken Windows theory, which says that if there is abandoned building and someone breaks one window, after a short time, all the windows will be destroyed. And unfortunately, the same applies to software. If we leave some piece of code and we will not maintain that, someone will come, will put something, not the top quality code, something bad into the code, and after some time, all our code will be affected. So what can we do? Should we let them live or kill them all? Someone says that it is impossible to find all bugs and fix them. I will not even try to argue with that, but I know that bugs kill. They kill us slowly and painfully. They are consuming our budget, and they are annoying our customers, so we don't get the money we could. Because bugs cost, and they cost a lot, and depending on the stage where we are, the project lifecycle stage, they cost, far we go, they cost more. So it is quite important to start fighting with bugs very early in the process. Because when we go after the developer tests stage, we cannot easily fix those bugs. The response time, I mean the cycle time. So someone reports the bug, it has to be triaged. Bug triage is some kind of some process trying to find out if we should fix the bug or not. There are a lot of people involved in that. There are some other teams that will help us, and it costs. If we not apply testing from the beginning, some testing from the beginning, we reach a point when we need help. And the QA team is there to help us. They are performing tests, the different kind of tests, field test, acceptance test. They are reporting issues. They are testing regression. The problem is with QA team is that they cost, one, and the second one often is communication, especially when we have a different view on something, and this is quite common. And if we think that we have different goals, but in fact we need to realize that we have the same goal, to find bugs and to make our software good quality. So this is very important to have good communication between the test developers and QA or testers. Okay, so as I said, bugs cost. So maybe it's better idea to prevent them. And this is something that I realized and my life changed. So we need to try kill bugs before they start to cost, yeah. So if someone applies development tests, not development, unit testing while coding, it is much cheaper than fixing bug reported by end user. That's quite obvious. What can we do to achieve that? The most important thing is to keep code clean. As I said, the complex code, the code that is not maintained is the source of bugs, yeah? So there are some good patterns, like don't repeat yourself, solid. It is quite important to have a common view of code, yeah? To use the same formatting, it allows to see every bad thing in the code. The very important thing, we should also apply pair programming code reviews. Oh, this is double, sorry. So source code analysis, yeah. We need to remember that we need to test from the beginning, not waiting for user to show us some bug because it costs. But on the other hand, even if we apply unit test, we cannot become blind. We have unit tests, we have no problem because it's quite easy to provide, maybe not easy to provide 100% code coverage, but some kind of high code coverage, but the quality might not come. The important thing is to write good tests. And there are some tools that can help us that are amassed in developers' toolkit. Yeah, so that's code analysis tools. There are a lot of them depending on the language you are developing. There are some automated tests, continuous integration servers, tool to communicate with QA team, so the system to track issues, to report them, and the automatic bug reporting system. This is something that is very important especially in mobile software, and obviously debugger. Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to thank you.